Hello, everybody. This is Debo with Debo's Movie Reviews here, and this week's review will be Lion Tigers, starring, of course, John Wayne, featuring John Carroll as Woody Jason, and Anna Lee as Brooke Elliott, who was the love interest of the Duke, and I'd say an excellent take on the American volunteer group from World War II that helped China in their fight against Japan. Kind of like how in World War One had the Lafayette Escadrille, where France openly allowed volunteers from America to fly for France, whereas until Wilson got signed in for the war, then of course with this flying tigers being China, of course, and an excellent take on on the ragtag group. I mean, and even for a film in the '40s, it's like a lot of excellent dogfight action and aerial action too. I mean, talk about talk about 1942's equivalent of the Death Star dogfights from New Hope, and great casting too. Of course, John Wayne as Jim Gordon, not to be confused with the Batman Commissioner Gordon, Jim Gordon. This one is basically just a no nonsense commander of the group or squad, and and of course of course just goes is how he's after a regular routine night day patrol and and has with the Duke's character going out to Rangoon to recruit some new volunteers. One being a former member getting reinstated, who actually after getting a after a certain air show incident nearly lost his wings, but eventually got him back, and then Duke and then Gordon reluctantly accepts, and then of course had his old excellent scene of a plane recovery after flying in a storm and a engine goes, and a successful landing by Woody Jason, played by John Carroll, who was the polar opposite of Wayne's character, who was the no nonsense leader, whereas Woody Jason's the fun loving, reckless daredevil who takes off just doesn't play ball and has to learn the hard way. And of course, and definitely learns the hard way after a death of one pilot, and then of course another death of a guy named Hap, who I could almost say was loosely based on the General Hap Arnold, because there's only but two different people, but great acting all around. I mean, with the subplots and whole running gag of Woody's buddy Alabama going, and that's just the guy's name. They just called him that. Going, I'm getting it old villain again. And great banner from between Duke and Woody, who goes from, I mean, Duke, I mean, of course, John Wayne, in what is the 50th, my copy is like the 50th anniversary edition. I just got it on like a bargain bin at Walmart back in the days of VHS. And one of the greatest non-Western movies of John Wayne's career. I mean, because not only was he a great cowboy on screen, but hey, he knew how to. He did good at playing a good fighter pilot, especially with this movie having like some of the best aerial scenes for a movie from that period. You gotta love it from Republic Pictures, and then of course back to the whole fringe the frenemy deal between Gordon and Woody, who of course starts off by being the show off, and Daredevil, who's only cares about the money and how many planes he kills, not covering it, not not having the other guy six or and such, which of course he learns the hard way. Then of course he goes to ultimate cardinal sins and messes with the dude's girl, and then of course. And then after Hap winds up back in online after who after getting grounded because he's needing glasses and and of course all the same risk of flights of bad vision and night patrol, and a great sampling of Roosevelt's Pearl Harbor speech, given how Hap died on the 41. Practically the planes in that scene were practically the Jap planes that that were returning to base. And of course had like one epic final mission of the Duke, with the whole converting the old DC-3 into a bomber plane with nitro and such, going after that Japanese supply train, and then woof, and even some great aerial action, bomber scenes with like the bombardier going scenes, and then even funnier scenes with like the magic show what he puts on for the Chinese kids at the nurses camp and all. And then you got, of course, that old scene at the beginning where he's in his suit and on the plane with no ammo and trying thought he had the guy and all, just getting too eager to fly. And I mean, overall, I gotta give this a definite five. Give this a definite 5 out of 5. I mean, I hope y'all subscribed, and enjoyed the movie and my review of it. And I'll keep dishing the reviews out.